Hey everybody, it's Dr. Palmer here. I'm just doing the audio portion because I'm actually on my way to a writing boot camp on campus and I haven't gotten fully ready. So I'm just going to do audio for this module. But I wanted to go over Module 14. So I'm in your homepage, click on Modules, scroll down to Module 14, and this is really the only section in this course where we talk about using technology to manage information. So let's click here, the module homepage, and look at the learning objectives. In this module and chapter, we're going to look at the components of an information system or computer. We're going to discuss the difference between hardware and software. And then we're going to look at what are computer networks, and then ethical issues affecting information systems. So you've probably heard of Snowden, the guy who leaked some classified materials, and some of the materials he had obtained from computers, and now he's kind of in asylum in Russia, or so to speak. But you've heard of some issues that has happened in companies where individuals have mishandled or misused information from that company. And also disaster recovery and backup. And so just a couple of things there. I always recommend emailing important files to yourself. So if you email an important file to yourself and your computer crashes, you can go to any computer in the city, library, anywhere, and still be able to retrieve your files. Using a cloud server is really good. Microsoft has one. It's called SkyDrive. So let's see here. And there's a lot of other ones out there, or in OneDrive. So there's a lot of cloud servers out there, but you can sign up for free. So I recommend also putting important files on a cloud server. Again, if your computer crashes, you can still access this with your login information. So let's look here. Just a couple things. It's important also to learn these outcomes, because especially when you're working for companies and organizations, every company will have kind of their own way of managing data and information. Oftentimes they'll have an intranet system and you'll have to be trained. Oftentimes a company will send you to Atlanta or somewhere like that and get trained on just their computer system that runs their company. So just be aware of that going in. It's not enough nowadays just to know how to, work an iPad or a laptop and do Microsoft Office. You really are going to have to learn totally different technologies within organizations, and sometimes within your actual job you may have to learn a totally new computer intranet system. I know when I was working in the telecommunications industry, in order to activate the pagers and the two-way devices that I was selling to companies, not it would, I would have to go into a totally different computer system and activate it, and then it would beep and it would go off and it would be activated. So you may have experienced this already, but you will definitely, need to be learning these new technologies. So this is important information. You have a presentation here. You have your required reading, which is chapter 14. And I have listed several resources as well as a video based on the feedback that I received. I had to get all this approved pretty much, but I did, and so here's some information there to change it up with a video. And then you have your quiz that's are going in. You do have your quiz. All of your activities are going to be due Friday, January 20th by 11:59 p.m. So let's look at your discussion forum, where we're all going to be discussing information technology as a career. It is an experiential learning assignment because I want you to call on a local company and talk to someone in their IT department and basically just kind of interview them. You can email, telephone, or stop by their office. You may have someone in mind. If not, just call the company and tell them you're doing an assignment for Miami University, and you won't take a lot of their time. You just have some questions to ask. So you have 7 things to do here. Ask the person to explain their company's information system network or process, and ask how this information system is used. Is it operational support, sales support, management support? What types of application software does he or she use most often? If the company has a true intranet system, explain, which that may be also part of the above answers as well. Ask if they've ever been hacked or if anybody's ever hacked into their system, which is a very unethical thing to do. So even if you know how to do it, don't do that. You can get into a lot of trouble. Ask them what they like most about their job, and then I want you to reflect on this interview and decide if going into this career of information systems would be something you would be interested in. Keep in mind that these are just the module outcomes, the learning objectives that go along with this discussion forum. And I look forward to discussing this with you, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.